What drew you to this project and the part of Dr. Norman Spencer?
I mean, I read a script that I thought would be a good entertainment, and I thought the role in it would be different to what I've lately done, and maybe interesting to the audience. I saw the opportunity to be of service to the film, to be able to take people's expectations of what I would be interested in doing and dramatically shift them in the context of the film. I wanted to work with Bob Zemeckis. I've admired his work for years. And Michelle Pfeiffer, of course, who had not had the opportunity to work with. So those were all things that drew me to it.
Okay. So your character is a scientist who claims not to believe in ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Never heard any voices or...
No.
No. That was clear.
I don't believe in ghosts. What I do believe is that the subconscious mind has incredible power, and that it can cause people to believe that they've seen things which really aren't there. And I think in this film we're not so much indicating that we believe in the supernatural, but we're talking about a kind of justice, and we're talking about the mind making these things manifest.
We often see you in parts where you play very brave men. How brave is Harrison Ford?
I'm not brave at all. I mean, I don't find myself in situations where I have to be brave, except in the movies. You know? But I think it's, you know, it's not so much. I mean, certainly in the action films, there's a kind of physical courage about the characters, but I'm much more interested in their fear than their courage. I like to include their fear as well as and their doubt about their abilities. I think that makes it more interesting for me, at least, and I hope for the audience.
So what lies beneath this very scary movie? Do you remember the first scary movie you saw?
I do. It was Bambi.
What was scary about it?
Well, there was a horrible forest fire, and Bambi's mother was killed, and it scared me a lot when I was a child.
Venice, this town must remind you of a memorable scene in The Lost Crusade of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
What are your memories about it?
I remember how much fun we had actually working here. The motorboat chase was filmed here, and that was it was a fun day for me, just driving around real fast in a motorboat.
You know, I went to the church today and I saw there is no
hole
in the ground.
No, that was a set, actually. We used, I think we shot exteriors on that in the church, and then we built a set in London.
So when can we expect to see the 4th episode of...
Well, soon I hope. There's a bit of an idea that we're working on. If we get a script, hopefully in the next couple of years we'll be able to do it.
In 2 years then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go back to the movie we are supposed to talk about here. And I was wondering, you said it was the first time you worked with Michelle Pfeiffer, and she's so intense on the screen. I was wondering how it was to work with her.
It's a pleasure. She's very professional, well prepared, very, you know, easy and quick to work with. I enjoyed working with her.
And it seems to me that for the actors, there were very long scenes. Is that unusual, or that you could play very long without a cut?
Well, it's you know, it is not often the case that the film is designed that way, and this film was. That were very fluid camera moves, which allowed the actors to build up a kind of reality in their own pace, and then the pace of the scene didn't depend on cutting. as much as it did something that was manufactured on the stage, and that's always a pleasure. It's just, it's a little bit harder sometimes, but it makes it fun and challenging.
Was it some kind of, it reminds me a bit of Rear Window from Hitchcock, where you supposed
I never saw it. I'm afraid I can't help you out there.
Okay. Well, I saw because this Intensos. Well. Oh, two. Okay. I thought she was saying cut. Oh God. So Zemeckis said, "You are the definition of absolute stardom."
Of what?
Absolute stardom. What can you do with this? What does it mean for you?
I don't know.
What is absolute stardom?
I don't know what he means by that. I don't have any idea. Help me out here.
Well, I was asking the question.
I don't know the answer. You should have asked him, I think.
Yeah.
I'm a working actor. I like the work that I do. I'm not interested in being a movie star. I'm interested in being an actor.
But is it sometimes difficult to have a personal life when you are so well known in the world?
Yeah, it is.
So how do you protect yourself, or where do you?
By mostly living in my private life, not expecting not having the expectation of being private in public, if you know what I mean.